Well, so today we're making a chicken soup. Excuse the audio quality, but it's kind of all we're working with right now. So, starting off, we're going to get all our veg prep done, just to have it through and out the way. It's a very basic, simple recipe. You should be able to do it in maybe half an hour, I'd say tops. But comes in pretty clutch. I woke up this morning, I wasn't feeling great, so the first thing on my mind was nice chicken soup. So that's it. We're going to use onion, we're going to use some leeks, we're going to use some carrots, potatoes, a bit of seasoning, and more or less that's it. So just at the start, it's easier to get everything cut down to shape, get it nice and small, because we're going to be sauteing it off. And if you have it nice and small, you can kind of get it more sauteed, more butter cooked into it, and it's easier to work with. Now, it's not essential. You could do it in big chunks, but again, I prefer to saute it all down nicely, so that's what we went with for this one. It doesn't need to be as small. Again, just have it cut down. You'll see what we're doing now in a minute anyway. It's all going in a pan, all getting blended at the end, so once you can get a bit of nice colour on it, it's kind of all we really need. So once we have all that cooked down, we're getting a pan on, a little bit of oil in it. We want that to be nice and hot before we touch anything into it. Otherwise stuff starts to stick, it starts getting annoying, it's just shit show. So always have a hot pan when you're putting in your meats. So we're throwing our chicken straight in, a good lash of seasoning. Like, be generous with it. Seasoning is what makes a soup. I'll argue that with anybody. If you don't have the right amount of salt, you could make the best soup in the world and it will be absolute not great soup. But that's it again. I was feeling a little bit chesty, so I went very heavy on my black pepper. I snuck a little bit of white pepper in towards the end there as well, but I don't think I have that on video. Let's get your chicken cooked. That's it, all in the one pot. Straight in, and once your chicken's fully cooked through, get your onions in there, get them sauteed down nicely. You like to take a little bit of the fat off the pan, get all the flavour in there together. And once you cook them down a little bit more, they get a little bit sweeter. So that's why we sauteed them fully before we put in our carrots. Add our carrots then, mixy. Don't need to worry about them sauteing too much before we throw in our leeks as well, because we'll cook them all down nicely, and in a little minute, once they're sauteed a little bit more, we'll add a little bit of butter. That'll just bring the flavour to the next level. But again, between seasoning and butter, they're two things that are, in my opinion, essential in a good soup. Any kind of soup. If you're making potato and leek, chicken, obviously French onion soup, but so we're adding a good lash of sage, we're adding some thyme, we're adding some rosemary, a touch of tarragon might be nice in this as well, but I avoided it. So I was kind of going for a chicken stew kind of vibe soup, a real farmhouse vegetable chicken soup. And it came out to be delicious in the end, to be honest, but you can be generous with your seasoning because that can make a difference in it. It could be a boring soup, you could throw in a little bit of thyme and it comes out perfect. Don't want to cook that for too long with your herbs in, because you don't want to burn your herbs. As soon as you burn that thyme, it's going to start getting bitter. Same with your rosemary. So that's it, kind of have it in towards the end of your saute. Add your butter then, just absorb into it. I'd usually add a little bit more butter than that, but I added it towards the end, so it didn't make too much difference. Beautiful. Look at that. Gorgeous. So once you're happy with your colour, add in your chicken stock. So I made homemade chicken stock myself, but if you got stock pots from the shop, whatever kind, I'm almost sure you could even use chicken gravy for that. It wouldn't make too much a difference, but it's nice if you have your own. Add your baby potatoes. Potatoes are, again, in my opinion, essential if you're making a kind of farmhouse chicken soup. I'd say that's going to be your texture as well. That'll thicken up the soup as you get it going. So we'll bring that up to temperature. We'll get that boiling for probably 15 minutes until your potatoes are soft and you're kind of happy that everything's piping hot. You want it above 65 degrees Celsius just to be double, triple safe. Especially if you're working with homemade stock. That's it, I had mine from frozen, so. So we have her in a roll and boil now for the last maybe 10 minutes. I'd say it got up fairly hot because I have it on a gas stove, luckily enough. But you kind of want to reduce it down here to whatever level you're happy with your liquidity. You know, if you need to add more water, if you need to add more stock, that's the point you do it if you want to cook some more out. So add a little bit of cream, another stick of butter. Blend it all through one more time. Just get it all mixy and get the butter nice and dissolved into it. Serve it up then. Straight into a bowl. So I actually put this back into the pot when I was finished. I brought it back inside because I was sharing it with some family. So I put two nice little bits of Hobbs's bread in the plate there as well. You know, just for the sake of the video. But again, they put it straight back into the packet because Mammy had nicer bread inside, so had a bit of that. You know. Lovely soup though, to be fair. As I said, it only took half an hour. Absolutely ideal for the winters. But, yeah. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it.